needs to speak up against the TPP to keep the level playing field and save millions of jobs in America. I'm joined tonight by my friend Congressman Gary Peters, who is co-chair of the Congressional Auto Caucus. Gary, good to have you with us tonight.
Great to be with you, Ed, and thank you for always standing up for a great industry here in America.
I'm just excited that a Republican governor realizes how important the automobile industry is when they were never siding with you guys when you were out to save it.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and it has been an incredible success story. The amount of jobs that have been created at dark time, the amount of investment that's going into American plant and equipment, it's pretty hard to argue with success, and we've seen it.
Republicans know how important the automobile loan was, no question about it, now that they see the light. Why aren't they speaking up against the TPP? Why is this such a select crowd? The Chinese are going to come after our auto manufacturing, our auto parts industry in a big, big way. They're making no bones about it. TPP would put that on a fast track, for lack of a better term. Where are the Republicans?
They haven't been there. You're right, Ed. And, you know, the reason why the Chinese are going to go after that is because we know that absolutely critical to the middle class is that you've got to have a strong industrial base. You got to have manufacturing. And you can't have strong manufacturing without a strong auto industry. It's linked to it, which is why this TPP, I'm very concerned about it. I'm concerned about the impact of middle class families in my state of Michigan, but across the country. You mentioned it in the opening comments. Japan has got one of the most closed markets ever. Particularly when it comes to autos, and they have been engaged in practices that make it very difficult for Americans to sell cars in Japan. And on top of that, they have engaged in currency manipulation, which gives them an unfair advantage when it comes to selling those automobiles. We're not asking for any special treatment. We're just saying you need to have fairness, and we have not seen fairness from the Japanese in the past. We haven't seen it now, and I'm very concerned about the future.
All right, that's a mouthful, no doubt about it. A lot to consume there because it is an unlevel playing field. In fact, in 2011, you wrote a letter to President Obama asking the administration to exclude Japan. What else can be done at this point?
Well, we're going to keep putting pressure. I mean, obviously, we're concerned about this TPP because we don't really know what sort of agreements are actually in that TPP. A lot of it has been done behind closed doors. I'm concerned about the currency manipulation. In fact, I asked Secretary Lew when he testified before committee as to what the administration was going to do to deal with currency manipulation in the TPP, and he quite frankly said it shouldn't be part of a trading agreement. I think that is wrong. I'm going to continue to speak out and tell the president I think he's making a big mistake, and it's going to have a significant impact on American auto industry, and that means American manufacturing, and that means the American middle class.
Well, in your state of Michigan, the automobile industry does 1.18 million jobs. It also accounts for 22% of the state job force. Can this automobile industry, in your opinion, maintain this level of productivity if TPP is implemented?
Well, it certainly makes it more difficult if you have an unlevel playing field. We just need to have a level playing field. You know, if you look at where the industry is right now, and you look at the Detroit Auto Show, which is going on as we speak and will be open to the public soon, you're seeing incredible products coming out of General Motors and Ford and Chrysler. Chrysler and GM, folks, were going to let them collapse, and now they are creating cutting-edge products that can compete globally. But they need to have a level playing field. Again, we're not asking for any special treatment here, but if we do that, we're going to continue to create jobs and help the American middle class.
What's hot at the auto show this year?
Well, the General Motors actually had the two top vehicles, the Silverado pickup truck and the new Chevy the new Chevy Corvette, Stingray Corvette, which is really a very hot car.
All right. Well, being an owner of a Chevy Silverado, I would say I'd like to get another one someday.
That sounds great, Ed.
Congressman, good to have you with us tonight. Thanks so much. Gary Peters from Michigan here on the Ed Show.